Well, hello everyone. Welcome to today's session. We are going to be discussing about discussions in academic research findings. Welcome on board. My name is Lucy Wanjiro. Karibu sana. Why is it important to discuss academic research findings? This session of discussion of academic research findings is a place where the researcher is able to interpret the results of your research after you have collected now your data. What have you found out? Those findings, they are discussed in this session, whereby you want to bring out the significance, the context of your findings in relation to the existing research. So when you're presenting academic research findings, it is very crucial to engage your audience, ensure that they comprehend the significance of your discoveries. So in this presentation, we are going to be discussing 5 aspects that you should consider when discussing academic research findings. Let's dive in. The first one is present the results. You begin by presenting the key findings based on the research objectives of your study. Yes, you have already done your data collection. What have you found out in relation to your research objectives? So here you bring it out, present those findings in a clear and concise summary. The outcomes of your research, the outcomes of the data that you have collected, bring it out in a very clear and concise manner. Okay? This step involves describing the results without interpreting them. You are allowing your readers to grasp the core of your findings. Okay? You are presenting the results. You are telling them what you found out. Okay? So the next step, you are interpreting the results. You start interpreting the results of your study, explaining what that data means. Yes, they were, maybe for example, we can say the male were 80% and the female were 20%. When you are doing the data, you have that chart of data, 80% men or women, and that we explain, interpret what that means in relation to your research question or hypothesis. Highlight any patterns, trends, relationships that you have observed in that data, and then provide explanations or the hypotheses for these findings. Okay? For example, if your research question was to investigate the effect of exercise on weight loss, you might interpret your findings by stating that the results suggest that participants who engaged in regular exercise experienced a statistically significant reduction in body weight compared to those who did not. You see, you are interpreting the results. Next, comparison with existing literature. You have to compare your findings to the existing literature in your field. What you have in chapter 2 of literature review, you have to compare now what you found from the data, what you collected from the field. You have to now compare it with that literature. You have to discuss how your results align or differ from the previous studies and the theories that are in your chapter 2. For instance, you could say these findings support the conclusions of Ogado et al. 2018, who also found a positive association between exercise frequency and weight loss in their meta-analysis. You see, you are now taking the previous studies done by a particular scholar, and you're comparing to what you have discovered from your data analysis. All right? Then you have to tell us the implications of your study or the implications of your findings. You have to discuss implications of your findings in terms of the theory, practice, and policy. Consider the broad significance of your research and how it contributes to advancing knowledge in your field. For example, you might state that these findings have important implications for public health interventions aimed at combating obesity, suggesting that promoting regular exercise could be an effective strategy for weight management. So you are telling us what you have found out. How does it apply now to the real world? How does it apply in theory, in practice, and in policy? All right? And the last one, address the limitations and future research. So in this part, you acknowledge the limitations of your study. You discuss how they may have influenced the results. You consider factors such as sample size, methodology, or data collection techniques. And then you propose potential avenues for future research. You propose potential avenues for future research so that they address these limitations and further explore the topic. Right? So in conclusion, when you address these key aspects as a researcher, you provide a thorough and a comprehensive analysis of the study results, contributing to the advancement of knowledge in your field of study. With those few remarks, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining our academic journey today. If you have found this video helpful, do not forget to subscribe for more insightful content. Give us a thumbs up, like, and share. And also don't forget to engage us in the comment section because we want to hear your reviews, your questions, your suggestions. Until next time, happy researching. I am Lucy Wanjiru. Adios.